Hi witchlings, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chaotic Witch On, your local Chaotic Witch On. I know my room is a little messy. I tried to clean it up a little bit. Hopefully you can't see like the absolute mess that is over there. If anyone mentions it, I will cry. Today we're doing a spell walkthrough of a money bowl. I'm doing this because I posted my money bowl like outcomes on TikTok and people were like, please tell us how to do this. And I'm like, okay. I'm not super big on money magic. If you're really into money magic or you want to learn more, I really recommend watching the Witch of Wonderlust's Working a Money Magic video, which I will put right here. I am definitely a novice at money magic, but I am making this so people can see what I did personally. The concept of a money bowl is simple. It is a long-term kind of prosperity bringer. You can put money in it, like, oops, excuse me, cash. And you add and take out. Hi, kitty. Stinky's still here, by the way, if anyone wants to say hi to her. Hi. The concept of a money bowl is that it brings money in and also takes money out. For me, I created this money bowl with the concept of long-term prosperity. So not just like, I need money right now, but I would like some long-term prosperity. So this is a gravy bowl that I got from the thrift store, and I'm gonna take out some of the main ingredients that I put in here, deconstruct it a little so I can show you what's in it. So if you can see around the sides of the gravy bowl, I have coins, and on the inside I have some herbs lining the bottom, and I anointed those herbs with a very specific oil that I'm going to need to grab. This oil, hold on, here it is. This is one of my favorite oils. It's by the Death Witch. It's for prosperity. It has like, it's just a great, I actually need to re-anoint this bitch, so I'll be doing that. It is a fantastic oil. Ritual Craft sells it, and Ritual Craft is a like Denver metro metaphysical area. So I used a little bit of this in my prosperity bowl. I like to re-add it. And on the bottom, I have some herbs. So I have orange peel, calendula, and peppermint. I was going to put basil in it, but believe it or not, I lost my basil. I have no idea where it is. I had a whole thing of basil too. Oh my God, the coins. So then I have a giant wad of cash. This used to be bigger, I did take some out of it, and I just placed that in there. I like to put 2 clear quartzes on the bottom. Clear quartz are some of my favorite crystals. I feel like they're so like, you can do anything with a clear quartz and the right idea. And so I put that little stack of money on top. The other things I added, I did add some extra things since I posted like on TikTok. This is a bay leaf that I had under this money stack that I was keeping on Hades' altar. I work with Hades, and specifically for this money bowl, I invoked the epithet Pluton, Money Man. Mr. Money Man, Mr. Moneybags, Pluton. So this bay leaf was charging in a very particular situation in which it was charged with that intent. I added a big black tourmaline because this is Pluton / Hades' favorite rock, a malachite, and then I also added a rabbit jaw. Nice little touch. And it ended up looking gorgeous. I did cleanse this bowl before I made it because I got it from the thrift store. I like doused it in brew water and cologne and smoke cleansed it, so it has a very good vibe. You don't necessarily have to do this in a bowl. I know people do like a money jar, but the concept is the same no matter kind of the form that you do it in. I consistently work this bowl, so I will add things, I will re-anoint it, I will add a sigil to it maybe, I will add more money or take out some money. The goal for me is to always have a little bit of money in here to bring that in. You can also add other things like cinnamon, really, really good for bringing in money. I like to work with animal bones in my practice, which is why the rabbit jaw is in here, because rabbits are, there's a lot of prosperity, a lot of fertility, and a lot of luck. Rabbit is also a trickster, which I love working with tricksters. I work with 2, rabbit and fox, in my practice. And these coins just seem very nicely placed around the side. Even if you just have like a jar of money and you literally like have the jar, you throw maybe some basil, a bay leaf, some peppermint on the bottom, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna throw like, or even a sigil. You could even put just a sigil on the bottom and be like, I want more money to come in. You're set. I did 100% come up with the idea of making a money bowl with 2 things. One, I found that gravy bowl at the thrift store and I was like, this is so perfect. I think I want to take this home and do something with it. And I'm like, you know what, why not make a money bowl? And I also did it because, you know, I worship Hades / Pluton. And I'm like, you know what, I feel like a money bowl would be a really good thing to do in devotion to him. And also because on TikTok, everyone is doing prosperity workings in the new year. And I'm like, seems like a good time. I did mine a little earlier than the new year. I did it in November, and I did make a TikTok talking about some of the things that happened, but I will go through it for you. In the midst of making this money bowl, I had a letter come in from the IRS that was like, hey, we're gonna give you another stimulus check. And I was like, what? Apparently some people are eligible for a 4th stimulus check. I was kind of confused. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it, but I got a message from the IRS and I opened it, and my mom was like, what does it say? Because I already got all my tax refunds. And I was like, my fellow American, because that's what it said. And my mom was like, is that really what it says? I'm like, my fellow American. So apparently I got the letter on December 29th. Within 7 days, I'm supposed to receive more money from the government. Will it happen? No clue. But the concept is there. That happened. My business, my Patreon has grew a lot in a way that I am really happy about. I also got another random check from the Pennsylvania government that I haven't cashed because I was like, is this a scam? I looked at it and I'm like, I don't want to do this because it's not a lot of money. Money is enough. I was like, ooh, ooh. I had multiple kind of paid opportunities come in which it helps me, you know, promo and work with certain brands, and that was really beneficial for me. I also had some really good like longer term opportunities come in, and while these may not be necessarily like money, to me they were really exciting because it was something that I was really passionate about, and I was like, oh my god, this is not happening. I was like, I was sitting there like, this is so cool. I can't share these with you because like I said, long term, this is like into next year type stuff that I would have to, or like even into the year after that, like 2023, 2024 possibilities. I made my money bowl and that happened and I was like, what the fuck? A few other things. I just was like very financially blessed this particular past month in a way that I wasn't expecting because I am not working, I'm not doing tarot readings right now, and I didn't go into debt. Nice. So I'm currently saving up a bunch of money to try and move out, and this is supposed to help me with that, as well as just help create a prosperous business and help my business grow and opportunities come to me. And it works great. I love the rabbit jaw edition. It's very gorgeous. I know people do like a money jar. I do a money bowl because it's really easy for me to anoint, add things to it, and take things out, and kind of, I don't have to like dig around and stuff. The concept is just the same, which I already mentioned, but I'm very proud of this money bowl. I did this and I almost was like, I don't think it's gonna work because this is my first money bowl, but it seems to work. Ta-da! I love the gravy bowl. Okay, this is like my new favorite thing. I want to go back to the thrift store that I went to and see if I can find more. Yeah, I mean, that is how I made mine. Other things you can do is like, if you don't have any cash, get an old debit card that you no longer use and put it in there. Like, there's so many ways to do this. You could even use like a piggy bank, write a sigil on the bottom of your piggy bank, etc., to bring more finances in. Yeah, this is how mine worked. I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna continue working it as long as I possibly can, probably take things out, add things. My outro didn't have audio for my money bowl video, so here it is in a completely different outfit because, like, why not? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed for the whole video, you already know how I feel about you. I'm really interested to hear if you have any experience with money magic, and just letting me know in the comments. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn the bell on, but no pressure. Remember to drink water. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Sa benedica.